Hey, what is up YouTube? This is Manga Master coming at you guys from the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and it is truly time for the visions of the future. That's right, guys. This is the first manga deck that I'm profiling on the channel, and it is for the one and only Aster Phoenix. We've been waiting for the Vision Heroes to come out for years, and once they came out, they were a little bit underwhelming. I think Konami nerfed a good number of the effects, and the only Vision Heroes that people decided to run were Ferris and Increase along with Vion. So I wanted to make a deck that really highlights some of the other ones and, kind of gives them a little bit of time in the sun as well. Do note that this is going to be a pure Vision Hero deck centered around the way that Aster ran them in the manga, but I am running a fair bit of other cards in here as well to kind of boost the consistency and to really make it not all just about the Vision Heroes, because unfortunately, it's not a self-contained archetype, and it does need other cards to help them trigger their effects if you don't have the Ferris, Increase, or Vion to get your play started. So guys, let's get started so I can show you the pure Vision Hero Aster Phoenix deck. Now, I'm just going to explain a little bit about the Vision Heroes, but starting things off with Vision Hero Ferris at 3. This is your best Vision Hero in the deck because you discard any hero monster from your hand to the grave to bring a Vision Hero in, to special summon him, and then bring a Vision Hero into your spell and trap card zone. And the spell and trap card zone is where the Vision Heroes live as continuous trap cards, where they can then tribute a monster on the field. So all the other Vision Heroes, except for Gravito, can tribute a monster on the field and special summon themselves to the board. And they can all go from the graveyard into the spell and trap card zone whenever you take effect damage. So we have other cards in here to tribute to sort of get that effect off as well. But Ferris is sort of your main one. The other main one, of course, we have 3 copies of Increase, who he basically allows you to special summon a Vision Hero from your deck when he activates the effect to tribute and special summon him to the field. And the guy you're going to fetch is 3 copies of Vision Hero Vion, who comes from your deck or whatever, and then he is probably one of the strongest effects, so any hero deck that's running should run him. Like, you immediately send him a hero to the grave, any hero, upon his normal or special summon, and then you can banish any hero from your graveyard to search a polymerization from your deck to your hand. So it allows you to go into some of your extra deck monsters a lot easier than you would otherwise have access to. And of course, the one that we send off of that is a single copy of Shadow Mist. You can of course bump the copy up a little bit more, especially if you're running the Ferris version, but I like the 1 copy in here for now. Just trying to keep the extra hero version at a minimum so that the focus really stays on Aster's Vision Hero. Next card we've got in here are 3 copies of Vision Hero Poisoner. Has the same exact effects as the rest of the Vision Heroes that special summon themselves from the spell and trap card zone and put themselves there for effect, except he can have the attack of a face-up monster when he's brought to the field. 3 copies of Vision Hero Multiply Guy, which I'm surprised they kept the quote-unquote Guy name, which that was something that Aster's card they all had. So like his Destiny heroes in the Japanese version were all like, Dread Guy or Doom Guy or whatever. So they all had that Guy suffix to them, but none of that made it to the English version. So it was pretty interesting that they had him called Guy here when, it was just Vision Hero Multiply. But then he can boost a monster by 800. The next guy that we have in here is Minimum Ray, who can pop a level 4 or lower monster, which in the show he could actually pop a regular monster. So I really dislike that Konami changed that around. We've got 3 copies of Vision Hero Gravito, who does some great stuff by bringing some of your Vision Heroes back from your banish zone as well. Really helps with that. And then my personal favorite Vision Hero is 2 copies of Witch Raider, because nobody likes her, but Witch Raider is great because you can use some of the Vision Heroes that end up in your as continuous traps in your continuous trap guard zone. Bring this card to the field, and then it's like a Harpy's Feather Duster for your opponent's spell and traps, and brings some nice damage on the board as well. Final couple of cards we have in here are 3 copies of Elemental Hero Solid Soldier for obvious reasons, and I justify the Elemental Heroes because Aster did run Elemental Hero monsters in the show, so I figured, having some manga versions in here would not really hurt too badly. And the final card we have, because this is a manga deck, guys, is one copy of the one and only Grand Jupiter. Works super well with Aster's back row cards and helps you to get some serious effects off, guys. So really, really cool. This was Aster's planet in the show, so just thought it would be nice to have it in here in his manga deck. Moving on to our spell cards, and these are going to be pretty self-explanatory, guys, because we just got the Vision Heroes out of the way. Starting things off right now, 3 copies of Vision Fusion. Is kind of like a polymerization card. Allows you to fuse monsters from your hand or field, and then also allows you to use monsters that are in your spell and trap card zone as continuous traps by banishing them to special summon a Vision Hero Fusion monster. So that's a really, really good card. Next card we've got are 3 copies of Polymerization, pretty self-explanatory. Great fusion spell and can also be searched off of your Vision Hero Vion. We then have 2 copies of our Magic Planter. This is really great for being able to tribute any one of your continuous hero monsters in your zone to get a nice Pot of Greed like draw 2 cards off the top of your deck. Only 1 Vision release. This is not really that good. Target a Vision Hero monster in your spell and trap card zone and then special summon it. So kind of like that Crystal Promise card from the Crystal Beast deck. And then if this card's in the graveyard except the turn that it was sent there, you can target a Vision Hero monster in your graveyard and add that monster to your hand. Finally, 4 spells, we've got 1 copy of Foolish, Burial, and 1 copy of Rhoda. Sort of get a little bit more of your search effects off. Moving on to the traps. First, starting out on the traps here, we have 3 copies of Ring of Destruction. Now, why is Ring of Destruction in here? Pretty simple. It inflicts effect damage to you, but it also pops some of your opponent's stuff. I have a friend who used to run Tremendous Fire in a Vision Hero deck, but I just felt like having Ring of Destruction gives you a little bit more damage and a little bit more access on your opponent's turn to make some of your defensive plays. And I'm sure there's better options out there, but until I find them, Ring of Destruction works really, really well to just kind of inflict some damage and get some of your effects off. Really, really cool card as well. Next cards, and the final main deck card we have are 3 of the trap card, Apparition. And basically what this card does, if a face-up hero monster that you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Vision Hero monster from your deck, and then you can have the attack or defense of 1 monster that your opponent controls, and then just a really, really good card and a nice sort of way to get some more damage and stuff out on the board. That's going to do it for our main deck. Moving on to our extra deck. Only 2 cards in the deck, 1 copy of Vision Hero Adoration and 1 copy of Vision Hero Trinity. Trinity will start with first, as he's kind of easier to explain. Any 3 hero monsters can be used to summon him, and he gains the extra effect of gaining 2,500 attack, bringing him up to 5,000, and he can attack 3 monsters your opponent controls. Adoration is a little bit different, but also just as good, in that he can target a monster your opponent controls, and it loses attack power equal to the attack power of 1 other hero monster you control. They're not really as good, and I hope that Konami will release more Vision Heroes to sort of update these guys. These guys are originally, because they're very easy to summon, but I think that, they've been power creeped a little bit, and I'd love to see if Konami can have some other stuff to, help take the load off these guys in terms of extra deck cards. But if you want to add other heroes or Destiny heroes or things like that to this extra deck, please feel free, guys. As I said, these character decks are very much, my take on these character decks, and so you can, of course, update them with whatever kind of other cards that you want or that you feel might be necessary in them. But guys, that's going to do it for this deck profile. If you liked it, please remember to rate, comment, subscribe to the Team Time Riders YouTube channel. And channel's growing because of you guys. If you guys want to see any other deck profiles, please let me know in the comment section below. But until then, this has been the Merman Master with the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and I'm signing out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.